All right, today we have a ring and pinion sitting on the bench here. This is a 529 gear. I got my center section out of my truck right here. It's got a 411 gear in it with a spool and 35 spline axles. We got a bunch of tools, and then we got Dad's custom third member holder right here that he just whipped up today. So we're gonna go ahead and take the third member, mount it up to this homemade stand here. It pivots all the way around, so that'll be nice, easy to work on. And then we're gonna change this ring and pinion. Had to get a stool to lift this thing up because I'm weak and I'm a midget. Oh. Well, Dad's stand hasn't fallen apart yet. Nice work, Father. So the first test of putting this third member on here, it worked out. Now we're gonna rotate it and see if it flies off and breaks our toes off. He looks down. Pretty simple. Little spool in there. Pop a couple caps here. There we go. I'm gonna fall off my little midget stool here. What you can't see is I'm actually standing on a stool. Oh, almost fell off the midget stand again. So this lock nut here holds the yoke on to the pinion, and to get your pinion preload set, instead of running a lock nut on and off the threads a bunch, I went ahead and cut the locking end of the nut off so that we can use this bolt to set it, and then I'll order a new bolt for this that actually has a locking end on it so that it stays put.
My benches are too tall.
Dad's gonna test out the midget stool here. We're gonna do our first preload test and see how far off we are.
Take out more.
So we're looking for about 5 to 7 inch-pounds of load on this pinion, and we have too many shims in there, so it had like one inch-pound of tension or preload on the pinion. So we're going to take a spacer out and try to create more friction so that it gets more preload. Once you got that yoke off, and flip her back over, we're going to try to get, ow, smash your finger, pull out the pinion, take out your spacers, which are all buried in here. There we go. So these are the spacers. We're going to take out one of these here, the smaller one. Okay, we're going to crank this baby down to 150 foot-pounds. 125 foot-pounds. And we'll check our preload again. Yeah.
It's still a little light.
So this is our third time cranking this down. Make sure we can get our pinion load correct. So that was 125 foot-pounds there. And we're looking for 5 to 7 inch-pounds on our preload here. Hopefully it does it this time. Third time's a charm, fourth time's a charm, fifth time's a charm, we don't know today. My finger's stuck in there. Having a bad time with my fingers today.
No load on it.
Yeah. Fourth time on the Pinion preload. Let's see what it does. Jeez. Old Man River there giving it the heat. We're already losing count out here in the desert. We don't remember how many days it's been. We're working on day number 5 here on Pinion preload. 6th time on the Pinion preload. It's feeling pretty good now. We'll see.
Better be the last.
That's money.
Old ski jumper pop here.
That's money. We're about 7 right there on the nose.
Alright. Oh, one thing out of the way now. So we've got these 2 shims that came with the 529 gear set. A buddy of mine that I bought this from was running this with these shims, so we're just going to start with that basis and see what it's like. Pinion preload set, so now we're going to do the pinion depth. A 7/16 grade 8 bolt on this ring gear. On Strange Engineering's website, it calls for red Loctite and 70 foot-pounds of torque. So we just set the backlash on this ring gear here. You come around here, Jordan, and stand on the midget stool. I'll show you what we're working with.
Oh boy.
Just coming up here with me on the midget stool. So we've got about 10, zero that gauge back out. It's moving about 10 thousandths, which is what we're looking for here on this ring gear for backlash. We've got that set. You can go ahead and hop down from the midget stool now. So we're just putting these little locks back on where the spanner tool goes. These little lock rings for the bearing. And we're putting 80 foot-pounds of torque on these main caps. And we've got a 529 gear, ring and pinion all set up in this Ford 9-inch housing. And Dad's custom homemade 9-inch third member stand. We've got the what used to be 411 third member to the 529. So hopefully this is gonna resolve my bogging out issues on the line. This will help me get higher RPM through the traps at the end because I was only spinning like 5,500 RPM. My cam's good for 7,200 RPM, so wasn't utilizing my horsepower. So I've got this all in. I'm excited to get this put back in the truck, and I've also got a torque converter swap that I'm doing from a 3,200 stall to a 5,000 stall. So this thing's going to be quite different off the line this year.